Hello and welcome to Tabletop 24, and thank you for joining us for another Marvel Champions unboxing. Today we have the scenario pack for Mojo Mania. In here, I believe we're going to get 3 mini scenarios that you can use into a type of campaign. But let's go straight ahead. With the scenario packs, they are slightly larger, so they are giving us a couple of extra cards. So we've got that there, and we should have, get it out, scenario booklet straight away. So this gives us our expansion rules and any of the keywords that we're going to be particularly facing when we face off against Mojo. So we've got the scenario 1, 2, and 3. Sort of giving a TV setting to Mojo. Let's get straight into having a look at what's going on in these decks. Okay, so straight up we have Magog. This looks like it's going to be our first scenario, so let's get that there. It has an A side, and assumably therefore has a B side. Force response: when it attacks, place 2 rate encounters on the champion. Force the interrupt when Magog would be defeated. Reset his hit points to 10 instead. Place 2 per player rate encounters on the challenge, and then deal each player 1 face down encounter card. Ooh, so quite mean. And pretty much very similar on side A. So it'll be interesting to see how we're going to be playing that, because we do have side A and side B of the main scenario. Melee in the Mojo Museum, which obviously got our setup. And then side B, players cannot win at the game unless they wow the crowd as the challengers. When this scheme would be completed, place 2 rating counters on the champion and remove all threat from here instead. Okay, so it's adding a lot more different mechanics to how we're going to be playing. So we've got the champion. If there are at least 5 rating counters here, flip this environment. So we're doing a lot of flipping in this one by the looks of it. After champion flips to this side, each player draws a card. If there are at least 10 rating counters on here, Magog wins again, and the players lose the game. Then we've got the challengers. If there are at least 5 rating counters here, flip this environment. The players wow the crowd by placing ratings counters. Tag team force response: after the challengers flip to this side, search the encounter deck and discard pile for surprise contender and put it into play, engaged with the first player. If it's already in play, give it a tough status card. If there are at least 10 ratings counters here, you wow the crowd and the players win the game. So really fighting that push and pull with that. Then we've got an attachment for Jolt of Adrenaline, and it is just going to be attaching to Magog with Retaliate 1 and Stalwart. And after each hit points reset, place 1 raise counters on the challenger. Then we've got Surge of Aggression. Attach it, so you give +1 scheme, +1 attack. Force response: after Magog hit points are reset, place 1 rain counter on the challengers and discard this card. Okay. So really looking for those counters. Then we have Surprise Contender. So that was mentioned there. Villainous: after Surprise Contender attacks and damages a character, place 1 ratings counter on the champion and place 2 rating counters on the challengers if defeated. Bump up the crowd. When revealed, the champion is on its cheering crowd side. Place an additional 1 threat here. When defeated, place 1 ratings counter on the challengers. Okay. We've got Break a Leg. When revealed, you are stunned. Take 2 damage, or if there are more ratings counters on the challengers than on the champion. You may place any number of ratings counters on the champion to reduce this damage by 1 for each counter placed this way. 2 copies of Defend the Title. When revealed, place 2 ratings counters on the champion. When revealed for the hero, Magog attacks if a hero defends against this attack and takes no damage, place 2 ratings counters on the challengers. It'll be quite useful. We've got Stage Fright, which, when revealed, you are confused. Place 2 threat on the main scheme, 4 if there are more ratings counters on the challengers than on the champion. Okay, so that is the end of the Magog set, and it means that there is a bit more of a scenario basis in this one. I'm not going to go too much detail into the next sets, but the next up is going to be Spiral. So you get flavour for what Spiral's doing. Spiral cannot take damage or be stunned. A threat cannot be removed from the main scheme. When Spiral would attack, she schemes instead. And there's a second side. There are at least 3 teleport counters here. Remove all of them and flip Spiral. So at that point, I think she can be dealt damage. So that is useful. Then finally up, we have Mojo themselves. Mojo, 2 scheme, 1 attack, force response. After your turn ends, discard the top 3 cards of the encounter deck. Place 1 threat on your hero for each card discarded this way. That does not belong to the Mojo encounter set. Okay, so Mojo is really pumping up, and we're going to be putting on more threat based on the certain level. So and flipping more cards. So a lot more going on in these sets. So let's have a see what else we've got in here, because I think we've got some modular encounter sets as well. That's another Mojo card. So we've got the crime set, and what we'll do is we'll show off the first of each of these. So dial M for Mojo. Each of the encounter card gains insight. Each friendly character gains +1 thwart. When revealed, discard each other setting environment in play. If this card was revealed from the encounter deck, it gains Surge. Okay. Then so that was the crime setting. Then we've got the fantasy setting, which is a game of Mojos. Each character gets +1 hand size. When revealed, discard each other setting environment in play. If this card was revealed from the encounter deck, it gains Surge. Then we have Horror, which is the Mojo files. Each minion gains Quick Strike. Each ally takes -1 consequential damage after attacking a minion. When revealed, discard each other setting environment in play. If this was it's revealed from the encounter deck, it gains Surge. So a little bit of a running theme with a lot of these, but they are all doing something a little bit different. Then we have Sci-Fi. Each minion with Mojo Runner, each minion and ally gains Toughness. When revealed, discard each other setting environment in play. If this was revealed from the encounter deck, it gets Surge. So we're getting a lot of those in there. Then we've got Sitcom. Mojo in the middle. Each obligation gains 1 acceleration icon. After a player discards an obligation, that player draws 1 card. When revealed, discard each other setting environment in play. If this card was revealed from the encounter deck, it gains Surge. Now in this set, there are, I think, 5 other obligations. So that's obviously why we're looking at those obligations. Then we have Western. So that's going to be each enemy gains Overkill. Force Interrupt. When a character takes damage, increase that damage by 1. When revealed, discard any of the setting. Yada yada. And then finally, last up, we have Longshot. So this is an ally that can go into your hero deck. Longshot's attacks gains piercing. Longshot does not count against your ally limit. Put Longshot into play under your control. This card gains Surge. This effect cannot be cancelled. So quite a nice ally. Obviously, it's going to be attached to, I think, one of these scenarios more than likely, given the fact that it's got a no cost associated with it. So that's going to be quite interesting to get this scenario pack out. Unlike what FFG are actually doing with some of these scenario packs, they're making it a little bit more different. It's not the standard game. Yes, we're still trying to thwart and attack, but doing it in very different ways. So if you haven't done this already, please check out our other videos on the channel. Give us a like and subscribe. Top down below if you would like to see a bit more of the content in these packs. I don't want to spoil too much, but there we are. So take care and we'll catch you next time.